The top stories. Nurses plead for temporary officers to be appointed. Barbados still on US copyright watch list. And Windies women win in Sri Lanka. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, May the 13th, 2015.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your news, your time, your way.
First, it was the teachers. Now the nurses want the authorities to hurry up and permanently appoint temporary officers. During a seminar at the Hilton, Nurses Association President Blondell Mullin complained that nurses had been waiting to be appointed for a long time and that some of them were not being paid on time. She also asked government to reinstate a stipend for student nurses, which she said was cut as part of government's cost-cutting program. Even as he protests loudly against the tipping fee, the head of a waste collection company is calling for recycling and sorting of garbage at the household level to help deal with our waste disposal woes. Managing Director of Jose and Jose Liquid and Solid Waste Management, Anderson Cherry, says Barbadians need to be educated about separating garbage at their homes. He said that current disposal methods are unsustainable and recycling would bring in needed revenue as opposed to burdening the people with additional fees, as he put it. A teenage girl goes missing all too often. After an appeal by the police and family, the child is found with no explanation given. Child Care Board Director Joan Crawford has been addressing the issue at a discussion seminar for secondary school girls and offered some advice.
There are occasions when there may be problems at home. There may be occasions when children do go out without their parents' permission. So there are reasons why children may go out. So we need to actually find out exactly why they're leaving home. If everything is all right at home, you don't leave home. If communication is open within your family, you're able to tell them what the issues are. So what we need to have is parents, guardians, open up the lines of communication, believing their children, discussing things with their children, and we'll see how that goes.
Ms. Crawford also said that teenage pregnancy is still a major concern.
A natural consequence of having sex can be pregnancy, and there are occasions when children between 14 and 15 are pregnant, they have children. That is a problem. So the whole issue about having consent, we need to move the discussion from the consent thing to making them ready and responsible, because sexual activity should be deferred as long as possible until you are capable in a committed relationship and not when you're in school.
A draft new child protection law includes a provision that will force church ministers to report cases of abuse disclosed in private confessions. That's according to Pentecostal Bishop Jerry Seal. He said that failure by clerics to report will lead them open to jail or fines. Bishop Seal acknowledges that child sexual abuse is taking place in the church, which he says has a responsibility to speak out against it. Barbados remains on a watch list of countries the United States considers to have serious intellectual property rights deficiencies. In its most recent report on the subject, the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative cited its continuing concerns about the unauthorized interception and retransmission of American cable programming by local cable operators in Barbados and indeed throughout the Caribbean region. The United States also has concerns about the alleged refusal of Barbadian TV and radio broadcasters and cable and satellite operators to pay for public performances of music. Cancer survivors have been displaying their works of art this week. An exhibition by Cancer Support Services shows how clients have been using art as a form of therapy and creative expression. Artist and pastor Paul Leacock told Nation News activities like painting improve the coping skills of those affected by cancer. The just retired head nurse at the geriatric hospital is recommending that a portion of pensions of hospital residents be legally set aside to help with their care. Rosalind Wave said it was appalling that people dump their elderly relatives at district hospitals, then cash their pension checks and refuse to even provide a bar of soap or even return to see how they were doing. Ms. Wave spent 43 years in nursing, with her last post principal nursing officer at the geriatric hospital. In sport, cricket, Deandra Dottin and Captain Marissa Aguilera have steered West Indies women to victory in the opening match on their tour of Sri Lanka. Dottin scored 84 and featured in a 70-run partnership with the captain as the West Indies reached 153 for 5 in 40.1 overs in reply to Sri Lanka's 149 of 49.5 overs. West Indies were tottering on 41 for 4 when they were rescued by Dottin and Aguilera in the first one-day international. Next 3 matches will count towards the ICC Women's Championship. And finally, how long is your tongue? Adrienne Lewis from Michigan says she may have the longest in the world. Measuring at 4 inches long, the 18-year-old is able to reach her nose, elbow, and eye with her tongue. In a recent interview, the teen revealed that she has what it takes to be judged for the Guinness World Record title. The current title holder's tongue measures in at 3.97 inches. Lewis already has a YouTube channel where she's been uploading videos of her tongue, her long tongue, since 2013. And that's Nation News, no tongue from me, for Wednesday. For more, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Thursday or subscribe to our e-paper.